Good morning. Woke up this morning, had a little look at YouTube, and it made me angry. What made me angry? What made me angry is the Port Adelaide Football Club played in their first AFL Grand Final in 2004. I went to that game. I've never seen a replay of that game. I've never seen the intro to that game before. I saw it was on my website, on YouTube, and I decided to have a look at it. Well, at least have a look at the intro, have a look at the first 5 minutes of the game, because I've never watched it. So, this is what I saw.
Magnificent team has passed into history.
Let's go back a little bit. This is the intro.
Football is a numbers game.
To the Port Adelaide
The magic number in football
versus
is
Brisbane
4.
2004
Only once in
Grand
history
Final.
has a team won 4 consecutive flags.
Only once has
An
a team won
incredible
4
feat
consecutive flags
achieved by great men.
in their
Collingwood
state
heroes.
league. The Collingwood Heroes.
Note the dates.
1928. It was a state league.
Theirs
It
was
had
a
10
decade
teams.
so rare that it has never been repeated.
It has never been
It was
repeated.
so long ago that every part
It
of
is
that
so long
magnificent
ago,
team
the
has
1920s.
passed into
This is at the
history.
beginning of the Port Adelaide
These men
Brisbane
exist now only in our
game.
hearts and minds.
A blah 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 rant about when Collingwood won 4 premierships in a row in the state league in the 1920s,
So while
and they
these
allege
numbers
it's never been
certainly
done
occupy Port Adelaide's minds,
otherwise.
numbers whose own stories are being written.
And so this was done because Brisbane had won 3 in a row and they were attempting to win 4 in a row.
History's tale for the
Okay.
ages
So
isn't about
that's it.
individuals.
It's never been done before, even though it was done in the state league by Collingwood back in the 1920s. People didn't drive over the border in the 1920s. It was a state league. You know what else there was in the 1920s? There was a club called Port Adelaide playing in another state league, playing the same game. Playing in another state league, playing the same game. But guess what? They didn't win 4 in a row. They won 6 in a row. So how dare you, at the start of the 2004 Port Adelaide versus Brisbane Grand Final, make it blah 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 Collingwood 1920s State League. We won 4 in a row and it's never been done before. What a load of garbage.
The 6 in a row, I don't think will ever be done again.
How about
it's
this?
too hard, it's too competitive. Look, we had the players, that's number one.
How about
We had
this?
the players, we had the coach, and we had the administrators, particularly Bob McLean. You know, he
Guess
was an
what?
unsung hero through a lot of those
30
things.
years
Look back
after
and see
Collingwood
what
did
we'd
it,
achieved then. I don't think that'll
a
ever
certain
happen again.
team
I think it
wearing
became
black
like a
and white
badge of honour for Port
stripes
Adelaide. So we were a really good
in the
club.
state league
Don't worry about that. We
won
were
6
strong,
in a
we
row.
won premierships.
Not 4.
But what the 6 in a row
6.
did was make us
6.
the best football club in the land.
How
and
dare
never
you
to
have
have
that
that
at the start
title
of the intro of
taken
the
away
Port
from
Adelaide
season
Grand
2
Final in
today.
2000.
So just amazing record.
Look at
They
that.
were revered over
6.
and above other players, even if they'd won multiple premierships. To do that for 6 years and be
6.
the best and beat everyone,
Not 4.
they deserve a really special
Not in the
place. And I'm
1920s,
really
in the
pleased
1950s.
that they've been acknowledged as a
Why
group
does this burn?
for their
This
achievements,
burns
and
me
they
for very
certainly
many
well
reasons.
and truly should be at the top of the list in the Port Adelaide Footy Club Hall of Fame. We played on the basis
But because
that
it happened in South Australia, it didn't happen in Victoria.
That was the worst thing
Even though it
that happened to
happened
us. We were greatest
by a
gift that
club
we can give
that
our
was in
membership
their state
is
league
a
that
privilege.
is now
Would
in
be
the
the
AFL.
players
The
who
AFL, which has only been
lock us
around
in
since
the room, bring them
1980,
to training every night.
1990, and they pretend it's been around forever. Don't swipe this.
When I first came to the
This
club
doesn't
as a
count.
15-year-old,
So
I could
anyone
feel
watching that
the
intro
legacy
in
of
20 years'
that
time,
period
30 years'
of
time,
massive
will
success.
think it's
And
true.
the club was thirsty
They may
to
not know.
continue to do that. So we all
What
grew
a
up
load
in the
of
shadow
garbage.
at 6 in a row, and it drove us all to say,
This
"Look,
is
we wanna
what
win.
should
We
have been
wanna
on the
play
front
something
of
like
that grand final. Not Collingwood winning 4 in a row. Who cares? Who cares? Collingwood are garbage.
How it
Collingwood
impacted
have
my
always
era
been
was
garbage. Collingwood have
one of
always
those players,
been.
Tom Garland, was our chairman
Collingwood
selected,
have always just
and
been
Tom would speak
a
to us
bubble full
at
of
the
hot
beginning of
air.
every
Blah,
season,
blah,
and
blah,
one
blah,
of his
blah, blah,
speeches
blah,
he used to
Collingwood.
talk about was the links in the chain.
Not interested.
And he's because we
This is
were
real
winning
black and
88,
white.
89,
This is
and
Port
we're going
Adelaide.
into 19.
This
he
is the
just kept
jumper
talking
that we
about
should be
you
wearing.
cannot, once you start the chain,
stuffed,
you can't
Collingwood.
break a link. And that's what they held on to during that 50s period. And they would play games in the state and all the rest of it. And Foss would say, "We'll see how we go," and all the rest of it. But then when the game came, oh no, we can't lose. We have to win. This is Port Adelaide.
As a young kid growing up in the area,
My
Barrett Port Adelaide,
grandfather
came to the game, and I started coming to the game when they'd won a premiership
is
for
in
like
the
10 or 11 years, which
1958
in Port Adelaide land
annual
is unheard
report,
of. All we
listed
remember was this
as
team that
the
had won
main
6 in a row,
financial
and
sponsor
Port Adelaide
of
expected
that
to win
club.
every year.
I have
And
photos of
finally,
him
77 we won a flag,
like
and
this
then in 79, 80, 81, it
on
started
the
rolling
management
out how it
committee
should be.
of this
Port Adelaide winning a
football
flag
club.
pretty much every second year. But the
While
team
they
that
were
sets
winning
standards,
their
the team
6 in a
that
row.
everything's compared against, the team
And
that
to see
everyone has to stand and
Collingwood
look at
4
and go, we
times,
aspire to that.
oh, we've
was
done
the
it and no
difference.
one else has ever done it on the intro of our first AFL grand final is a joke. An absolute joke. Piss off, Collingwood. Goodbye.